Yep.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Township Committee meeting of October 14th, 2025. An executive session was held at 6:30, and we are now reconvening. Ms. Brake, please call the roll.
Committeeman Britting.
Here.
Committeewoman Hand.
Here.
Committeeman LaFani.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Here.
Mayor Chigarelli.
Here.
Administrator Ferreira.
Here.
Attorney Miller.
Here.
Okay, please join me in a salute to the flag. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We don't have any minutes to approve. And before we get into the committee reports, I have some general announcements to make. Diwali begins on Monday, October 20th. On behalf of the Township Committee, I'd like to wish a happy Diwali to all Hillsborough residents who celebrate. May the divine light of Diwali shine in your life and bring happiness, peace, and prosperity. I think it's actually the 7th. There's some celebrations starting on the 17th through the 20th. Red Ribbon Week. Last Friday, I attended the Red Ribbon Week football game. Deputy Mayor Payne and Committeeman LaPani joined me, along with Township Administrator Anthony Ferreira and Township Clerk Sarah Brake. The event kicked off Hillsborough's celebration of Red Ribbon Week from October 20th to 24th, which is the nation's largest drug prevention campaign promoting healthy, drug-free living. I know Borough Safe is really the push for this. And the Hillsborough Millstone Municipal Alliance. Under the theme, Life is a Puzzle, Solve It Drug-Free, the week underscores Hillsborough's commitment as a stigma-free community to raise awareness about addiction, provide family resources, and reduce the stigma associated with drug and alcohol abuse. I attended a Garba event at Aughton Road School. This was one of many Garba events, Navatri Garbas. And, we had a little bit of dancing, a little bit of food, and there's been several more since this event. So this one was organized by a Hillsborough resident, and so we really appreciated the time and effort and cultural experience shared with the residents. First Responder Mass on Sunday, October 6th. Hillsborough police and firefighters attended the First Responder Mass at Mary Mother of God Church. Committeeman Sean LaPani, Administrator Anthony Ferreira, and I attended in support of the Hillsborough Police and Fire Departments. So that was another nice spiritual event. Eagle Court of Honor on Boy Scout Troop 489. Eagle Scout Court of Honor ceremony was also at Mary Mother of God. I participated as a special guest with our VFW President, Rich Zagadio, and Hillsborough Rotary Club, and the Reverend Monsignor Joseph Curry all made comments. So this was kind of the culmination. We recognized all of these Eagle Scouts here, and this was their official ceremony with all their families. Basilone Parade. I had a great time representing the township at the Basilone Parade, and I attended a pre-parade ball and met Lieutenant General Frank Donovan, who's not in those pictures, but I also met the oldest living Medal of Honor recipient, Major General James Everett Livingston, who's on the right side there, and he was wearing his Medal of Honor. Truly just a great experience to see how the Marines celebrate, the pomp and circumstance that goes with it, the parade, and what it means to that community. So it was very interesting and patriotic event, and a lot of Hillsborough was represented there as well in the parade. Years of service recognition. I recently recognized Amwell Dental Associates, Bentley's Fine Jewelers, B&C Hillsborough Florist, Family Chiropractic, and the Motor Works for 45 years of service to the community as a longstanding member of the Hillsborough Business Association. So We went out and visited them and dropped in on them and had these certificates, and everybody was very excited and happy to see us there. And so we'll be keeping track of the length of service, if you will, or business in our community. On the other side, we have a ribbon cutting. So for new businesses coming in, it's Libio Robotics. We did a ribbon cutting. They celebrated a grand opening of their first U.S. showroom in Hillsborough, first U.S. showroom, period, in Hillsborough, on September 23rd. And it was attended by myself, Committeeman Sean Lapani, and Susanna Karras from the Economic and Business Development Office. High tech, they're from China. They have offices in, where were they? Germany, Singapore, worldwide, global, and what they, it really supports logistics and operations, and so this is their major showroom. And I'm going to hook them up with the Robotics Club, because the robots they had working were exactly what the Robotics Club does. Uncanny how to see the tech that what the high school kids build implemented in all these little yellow robots in this building. So very interesting, and bringing high-tech industry to Hillsborough. School visits. I had the pleasure of visiting 3 Hillsborough's elementary schools over the past few days. I had Hillsborough Elementary School, Triangle School was yesterday, and Woods Road today. And we answered their questions. We discussed what it's like to be the mayor, how did you become the mayor, what's your favorite color, what do you do when this happens? What's your favorite law? What's a new law you should write? So that was one that I was like, I don't know. That was a tough. I'm like, I'm stumped, kid. I'm going to come back to you. And asked another question, and then came back and I said, it's not about my laws. It's about what you guys want. It's about what you as residents want. So what law do you want? Free ice cream on Fridays. So, we're done. So it's been fun, and the kids have been great, and the teachers have been great. Extra Mile Day. Hillsborough Township celebrates and acknowledges individuals and organizations who go the extra mile to make a positive difference and support their fellow community members. In alignment with this spirit, the Township encourages all residents to recognize Extra Mile Day on November 1st. So you've got a couple weeks to plan. It's a national initiative supported by Extra Mile America's mission to establish 550 extra mile cities. On this day, residents are encouraged to both take action by going the extra mile in their own lives and to show appreciation for those who inspire them through their commitment to improving their organizations, family, community, country, or the world. So I think that's about it for my general announcements. I think one thing we can talk about, or I want to end with, is, and which I should have started with probably, is that we welcome peace in the Middle East. We get a lot of private special interest groups, one way or the other, trying to have us comment on what was going on there. And with recent developments, I think peace in the Middle East is something that we all welcome, and we hope that the families who are reunited, as well as what's going on in the Middle East, that everything is built, and we wish everybody the best in this new phase of the situation in that part of the world. With that, I will go to Committeeman Brinning.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, everybody. First, I'd like to welcome everybody in the room. I think this is the beginning of holiday season for everybody. There's all different types of holidays starting now, and it's just if you look around in the room, Hillsborough Township is made of so many different people, and it's just so nice that we are going to be able to celebrate every holiday that we think, that is presented to the town, and we're going to try to honor everybody as we can throughout the year. So just happy holidays to all of you who are starting your holiday, and happy holidays coming up to everyone who's going to be going through all of it. So it's a good end of the year, and Mayor, I'll be voting yes to that ice cream on Fridays if you're actually going to pull that forward. I actually think it's a great idea. Very good. All right, so from an administration standpoint, early voting. Hillsborough Township encourages residents to vote early to avoid Election Day lines. Early voting will be held at the Municipal Building from Saturday, October 25th to Sunday, November 2nd. Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There will be no early voting on Monday, November 3rd. All right, so Scarecrow Festival. The public is invited to the Scarecrow Festival award ceremony on Wednesday, October 29th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. In addition to the presentation of awards, there will be children's activities, balloon animals, temporary tattoos, giveaways, apple cider donuts, and the opportunity to meet the mayor and the township committee. I think this year is one of the best years. I think every year it gets better and better. They did some really cool scarecrows. They're really different and unique and fun, so I think it's great. All right, from a business standpoint, economic and business development. So first, we're going to focus on influencing agriculture. In Hillsborough, we do have 40% open space preserved land, and that's a really important feature of our town. So why many of us move here and want to stay here. Hillsborough was strongly represented in Somerset County's influencing agriculture after the Harvest 2025 initiative with 7 of the 8 participating farms located in the township. Economic and Business Development Director Zuzana Karas served on the panel, highlighting Hillsborough's support for local farmers and their importance to the economy and tourism. Last thing I'll say about our farms is even if you are no longer interested in going on a hayride, go for one. Go pick some pumpkins. We have, I think 7 farms that are around 7 farms in Hillsborough, if I'm getting a number right, that you can go and you can frequent and have some great fall festivities. So please frequent those farms. Those are businesses as well. And without farms, there's no food, right? So let's remember that. You have to support the farms. Experience Hillsborough. Fall 2025 edition of the Experience Hillsborough e-magazine is now available, featuring local events, farms, and seasonal highlights that showcase the best of our township. Be sure to explore the stories and photos that bring Hillsborough to life this fall. All right, next is HBA award winners. So every year we have award winners from the Hillsborough Business Association. We have about 1,500 small businesses in Hillsborough, small and large businesses in Hillsborough that are supported by the township, 43,000 and change people, but a ton of small businesses and large businesses. We announced our annual award winners. Please see the full list in tomorrow's e-news. You'll see some of them up there. And this is just a good hook for you to sign up for e-news because we send it out every week, and it's a good way to get information from the town. All right, from a health standpoint, well water testing event. Now this is for those who have well water, not public water. So the health department held its annual well water testing event on October 4th, where over 60 residents purchased reduced cost test kits and spoke with staff about local well and groundwater conditions. Residents who missed the event can contact Michael Carr at the health department for assistance with testing. It's a great department with a ton of information. If you have any questions, they have no problem sitting down educating the public. They're really good at that. Human Resources, led by our Harriet Fencer, who's our fantastic resource director. Hillsborough is hiring for a variety of positions. Please see the Hillsborough Township website and the mayor's e-news for a list of positions. We received an award last year for one of the best places to work in the state of New Jersey as it relates to townships. Thank you, Mr. Ferrer, for your training, and also for Ms. Harriet as well, too, for all the work that she does in making this a great place to work. So if you're looking for a job, check it out. Recreation. Winter basketball. Winter basketball leagues are open for registration. Programs are available for girls and boys from grade 3 to high school. Join Hillsborough Recreation on the courts this winter. It's a great program. Rutgers game. So Rutgers Recreation. So this is a good one. So join your fellow residents and cheer on the Scarlet Knights as they take on Maryland at the stadium on November 8th. Grab your $40 tickets and bring your Scarlet Knight spirit. So when you sign up for it, it's a whole event. You go with a group, you get a chance to sit with the Hillsborough Township residents. It's a really fun time. So if you're interested in going to see the Scarlet Knights, hopefully win, go there and go and have some fun. Social services. Social services now is World Gratitude Day. The Social Services Department extends its heartfelt thanks to Triangle Elementary School for celebrating World Gratitude Day in such a meaningful way. Their generous fundraising efforts and donations to the community assistance food pantry is truly appreciated. So what this is they went ahead and with the students and Social Services Department collects food and items for people in need. The students through Triangle School did a fantastic job at bringing in a lot of materials for this time of year. Remember, the holiday time when many people are celebrating with family, there are others who need some assistance. So please consider donating. And if you do, please go to the Social Services website and check out what is needed versus what you think you may want to give, because sometimes they know exactly what's needed for the residents. Social service programs. In addition to providing transportation for seniors to medical appointments, grocery stores, salons, and local errands, the Hillsborough Social Services Department offers a wide range of programs for seniors in the community. The department also partners with local organizations to host educational wellness events, and the department continues to pursue grants and partnerships to support its mission and expanding programming in 2026. Again, please see tomorrow's e-news and the website for more information. It's a great, great department that's here to help people. Last one here is from the Tax Assessor's Office. New Jersey offers property tax relief through the Anchor Program and other programs, but the application process varies by age and circumstances. Please visit the Division of Taxation website or call, and I don't expect you to memorize this, you can go on our website, 888-238-1233 for more information. That's all from me, Mayor.
Thank you. Next is Committeewoman Hand.
Yes, thank you. Good evening. Welcome to everyone. We love to see a big full crowd. Always an exciting night at the Township Committee. So the first one here, as the mayor mentioned, we had several garbas. I just wanted to show how our police department, I didn't get the video of them dancing along with us. I think it's hard with the vests on, but we had a wonderful night, and it was just, again, a terrific community gathering. And I would encourage those of you who have not been to a garba, check it out. The dance moves are a lot of fun. Moving along for the library, there's a variety of activities at our library, very active. Please visit the website. There's multiple things listed. And then for National Bullying Prevention Month, so October is National Bullying Prevention Month. So again, just trying to raise awareness to promote kindness, respect, and inclusion. Everyone could probably take a note from that. Kindness, respect, and inclusion in the schools, workplaces, in the communities. Absolutely, especially in these divisive times. This is a wonderful time to remind everyone, for a little civility. So please speak up, support one another, and create a safe space where everyone feels valued, fostering a community of passion and unity. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Committeewoman. Committeeman LePen.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Happy holidays also. I'll reiterate that. Talk about some from the building department. If your HVAC units, water heaters, air conditioners, furnaces, or boiler, your major appliances stop working and need to be replaced because they always break on the coldest day or the hottest day of the year, you know that. You are required to notify the building department before beginning any work. Once the department has received notification of work may proceed, the permit application must be submitted by a licensed contractor within 72 hours of the initial notification. This procedure applies for HVAC replacement. So if you're not unsure, so essentially if your hot water breaks down, you can go ahead and as long as you notify the department, you can start the replacement, but you have to get your permit and everything done within 72 hours, okay? Leaf pickup, it's that time of year, they're starting to fall. The program officially will start on Monday, November 3rd, as we prepare for the season. Please see the guideline as to when your leaf pickup will be on the Wares e-News or on the DPW website. We do come twice, once early in the season and once late, so make sure you have your leaves out for those times. And again, please don't push them into the street because if we have rain, they will clog the gutters, so leave them on the edge of your lawn. Montgomery Road update. Thank you for DPW for a job well done on the chip seal of Montgomery Road. This was essential work DPW has done to maintain and improve our township infrastructure. Has not gone unnoticed. You can see the video here. You want to play it there, Sarah, for a quick swag video? Actually, this project was actually one of the things that we had to do to be DEP compliant. They notified us that this road needed to be done, so this was fulfilling that requirement from DEP. Thank you as well to Montgomery resident Suzanne Hornickel, sorry if I said it wrong, for taking time to write a thoughtful letter commending our DPW team for their storm cleanup efforts. Her feedback confirms the outstanding dedication of our DPW staff in restoring conditions after severe storms of September 6th. DPW swift work in clearing the storm debris from the road and addresses the ditches in that unpaved storm-prone area was instrumental in getting the neighborhood pretty much back to normal quickly. So yeah, so our staff, while you're home inside the house trying to clean up, they're out on the roads in dangerous conditions, sometimes getting our roads passable. So thank you to DPW for that. And that's it, Mayor.
Thank you, Committeeman. Deputy Mayor Payne.
Good evening, everybody. First reminder is on the deer. The NJDEP and the NJDOT are reminding motorists to be extra vigilant on the roads as the fall. as the fall white deer mating season gets underway. Increased deer activity related to the season comes as the amount of daylight decreases, increasing collision risks, especially during morning and evening commutes. The United States Drug Enforcement Administration has declared Saturday, October 25th, National Take Back Day, a day to dispose of all of your unneeded medications anonymously and at no cost. The program will run from 10 to 2 on the 25th, and more details can be found on our website and also at the e-news. Halloween safety, Chief Michael McMahon and the Hillsborough Police Department urge residents to prioritize safety this Halloween. Children should be accompanied by an adult, wear light colored or reflective clothing, and carry a flashlight after dark. Everyone should watch for traffic and please examine all candy before consuming. A full list of precautions will be available on tomorrow's e-news. This was always a fun place for the dollar store hack of just take a glow stick and throw it in their bag or their pumpkin or however old they are. Domestic Violence Awareness Month. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a national observance to honor survivors and victims. It's a widespread issue impacting over 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men, and over half of the transgender and non-binary individuals in their lifetimes. The local resource, Safe and Sound Somerset, supports healing from this trauma through compassionate, evidence-based practices. Their comprehensive services include a 24-hour crisis helpline, emergency safe housing, legal advocacy, and individual and group counseling for adults and children, along with specialized crisis response teams. The Hillsborough PD takes all domestic violence calls seriously, works closely with Safe Sound Somerset, and ensures that victims receive immediate resources and information to connect directly with the organization for support. Veterans Day ceremony will be on Tuesday, November 11th in the Garden of Honor at 9 a.m. In the event of inclement weather, it'll be moved inside to the Senior Center room. Our next Veterans Information Center session will be held on Saturday. Will be held on Saturday, November 15th at 10 a.m. in the Senior Activity Room. I have the VSOs coming from from Hunterdon County, so there was a slight rescheduling for that. And lastly, Somerset County is looking for feedback on the availability and reliability of electrical vehicle charging infrastructure throughout the county. Any responses will help the county identify areas for improvement in future EV infrastructure. Look for the survey in the next mayor's edition of the e-news or on the Planning and Zoning website. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Before I get with my final reports, there are some red bags up here. So we want to thank the Municipal Alliance for some goodies, stress balls, a duck, chip clip, chocolate. So thank you for that. I also had a prop up here that I forgot to use. It's not a big check. I think that's coming later, but it was a thank you from Triangle's third graders. So I'll put this up in the office for sure. So it was nice that they sent me that pretty quickly. So I want to thank them for that. So my remarks, first we had a couple of employees, Kathy Faber, Assistant Director of Social Services, and Lisa Santa Romita, the Office Administrator for Social Services, received a well-deserved Senate citation from the Office of Senator Andrew Zwicker. So this recognition highlights their outstanding efforts along with their team in delivering vital social services to countless residents and fostering strong collaboration with community organizations. So they'll get a high five for that for sure. Road updates from the engineering department. The program for this year is mostly complete. We've scheduled a small section of Bloomingdale Drive still under construction, the end that's the worst. And the township, we're going to apply for an NJDOT grant to fund the balance of that road. So we're in the process of planning to get that road paved. The roads that have been paved this year, they're going to make me read it. Kilmer, Beverly, Fernway, Gale Court, Briarway, Scott Drive, Barber Drive, Arlene Court, Matthew Road, Daniel Drive, Walnut Grove Road, Falcon Crest Lane, Falcon Road, the remaining portion of Falcon Road, that is, towards the intersection, Township Line Road and Aughton Road, that last little piece at the light. So that's a lot of mill and paving on the capital spend side from the engineering department. The Aughton Road and Dukes Parkway West were funded for more than half the cost of repaving those roads. So Dukes Parkway West is going to be done in the near future. We also have an NJDOT grant application to repave Farm Road. So actually, Farm Road went in first, and Bloomingdale went in second. So we'll see how those come out. But again, there's some requirements. So hopefully that gets a lot of Farm Road done. Duke Parkway West, like I said, is scheduled to start by November, and prep work and shoulder widening will occur first, and milling and paving should be completed this year, weather permitting. Brown Ave is complete. This $1.9 million grant money fully funded the project. So the taxpayers didn't pay anything, but the trucks heading north from the industrial area should now use that traffic signal. So that should improve safety along that road and reduce some of the traffic on other roads. Amsterdam Phase 3, we talked about that. That was completed with partially funded by a DOT grant. Somerset County will be repaving Amwell Road between 206 and Beekman Lane. This is scheduled also for November. The road will improve, they're going to improve safety by reducing the number of lanes from 4 to 2. So from just beyond the high school all the way out towards Beekman, it's going to go down to 2 lanes. And there'll be a center island constructed. There'll be bike shoulders, I think. So it's called traffic, it's a road diet. They put the diet on a road, and so it makes it 1 lane. It gives pedestrians a safe zone in the middle. So when they're trying to cross at some of those crossings, there's a spot in the middle where they can stand without having to worry about getting hit by a car, frankly. But they're currently working on ramps and utilities, and so that'll be a change on the traffic patterns on Amwell Road, and it'll be for the better. DPW is also compiling an update on the road work that they did to date this year and how many miles of roads they preserved with the new program that we've implemented. We'll have that on the road work information page, and in the future, probably give a total number of miles that we paved this year. I think, based on my rough engineering math, we need to do about 11 to 13 miles a year to get into a cycle, and so we're really coming along on that program. Railroad update, if you haven't heard about it, earlier this month, Hillsborough residents were reporting hazardous conditions at the Norfolk Southern Railroad crossings. After receiving some feedback, myself and the township engineer, Tom Belanger, and township administrator, Anthony Ferreira, surveyed the area and immediately requested a meeting. We had that meeting with Norfolk Southern's superintendent and met with him out at the tracks. And first, he was going to put more stone in and kind of maintain the stone. But what they ended up doing was what they should have done in the first place, was filled in the trenches that they made with temporary asphalt, and made those a lot safer. No more flat tires or damage. We gave residents the number to call if they did have damage to their cars. But I did a video out there. Maybe you saw it. What didn't make the video was the comment I made as I was doing the video. I said, and cars are flying over it again. I mean, it was just, as I was standing there, everybody was just like it never happened. So they're going to do that work in November to replace the track in that area. So there will be some more disruption. We just want we've requested plenty of lead time to know, so people can plan their routes, what day it's going to be, try to shut down 2 instead of all 4. So, we're they're hard to work with, but I think all the outcry from residents got them to do something, do the right thing. So 206 update, another issue. I attended a meeting with the DOT project manager, myself and Administrator Herrera, to coordinate. Their main concern was electrical service cut-in permits. So they wanted to make sure they had all the paperwork lined up with us, with our building department, so that they could, when they need the permit, they'll have the inspectors out there and they could do the cut-ins overnight. So they're preparing to do some more work. The other news is they've consolidated their telecommunications contractors. So Verizon, Comcast, Brightspeed, they have now one contractor handling, I guess in theory, they had one contractor handling all along, but now they've got one point of contact, one subcontractor who's going to move them all, because there's some infighting about who's moving what, and so they're going to take care of that. They still haven't moved any, from what I could tell, but they at least have this plan to make it a little more efficient. Also along 206, the bids for repairing the pedestrian bridge are being opened tomorrow, right here. Right here. So hopefully they fall within the budgeted amount, and then will be submitted for approval of award at the next meeting, and fabrication, and it'll get replaced soon. So that can't happen soon enough. And lastly, we have a press release tomorrow for social services holiday drives. It's the time of year when Hillsborough Township Social Services Department, through the Community Assistance Network, will be starting their annual holiday drives. This program provides holiday meals and gifts for Hillsborough's residents who are experiencing financial difficulties. The stress of the holiday season combined with financial worries is a difficult combination for many to handle, and our goal this holiday season is to provide a day in which the parents can take a small break from the stresses that they've been under and enjoy some time spent with family. So see the press release tomorrow with e-news for more information on how to help Ken and help this effort. So I think with that, as always, stay connected. You can stay connected with all events via the Wednesday Mayor's e-news and Thursday's Experience Hillsborough Bulletin. Be sure to follow and like the official Hillsborough Township Facebook page, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. Tune in to the Hillsborough YouTube channel and sign up for Hillsborough Alerts for traffic and emergency notifications. So I know the emergency notifications every day now is the train one. So you asked for it, you got it. They're reminding people that the train crossings can be a problem. So we have 6 proclamations tonight and 2 presentations. So I'll come down to the floor and we'll get on with those. Stay up here. You're in the spotlight now. Okay, here's the proclamation for you.
Thank you.
Come on up. Ayurvedic medicine, also known as Ayurveda, is one of the world's oldest holistic whole-body healing systems developed thousands of years ago. It is based on the belief that health and wellness depend on maintaining balance between the mind, body, and spirit. The practice of Ayurvedic medicine makes valuable contributions in helping people live lives that are happier, healthier, and in greater balance through yoga, Ayurvedic bodywork, customized herbal therapies, and self-care practices. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Township Committee, do hereby declare September 23rd, 2025, as Ayurveda Day, and encourages all citizens to become more aware of the benefits provided by Ayurvedic medicine. So, congratulations. I know it's in the past. Would you like to speak? Introduce yourself.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Mayor, for the proclamation and identifying and highlighting the importance of healthy living. Ayurveda is nothing but the Indian traditional medicine. This has been practiced across various parts of not only India but across the world, and it emphasizes on healthy living and keeping oneself aware of their surrounding and community binding. I think that's what Hillsborough Township proclamation today highlights, and I am very thankful for this recognition. I hope we can contribute to the community and continue to do some work with health around this amazing town. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
you part of the wellness program at all? Mayor's Wellness or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Come on in. We'll take a- get this impressed.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. They did come to support that. They're my volunteers. Come on, quickly. Manu, come.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, have them come up.
She's my daughter. Nishi, come on.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Make them work. These are my volunteers.
Yeah, you're volunteers.
Thank you.
One more.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
We'll see you up here for more stuff. Anytime. All right, National Diabetes Awareness. I see you there. What's that? I should read it to myself? Oh, we're gonna have Edna up here and your husband as well.
All right. Yes.
At some point. National Diabetes, so this is National Diabetes Awareness Month. It is recognized to raise awareness about diabetes and to support people with diabetes. Over 38 million Americans have diabetes. It is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. 746,400 New Jerseyans suffer from the disease, and 207,000 people may have diabetes and not know it. Moreover, it is estimated that 352,000 children and adolescents have been diagnosed with diabetes. An increase in awareness of risk factors and symptoms can improve the likelihood that people with diabetes will get the attention they need before developing the disease. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the Mayor and Township Committee, do hereby declare November 2025 as National Diabetes Awareness Month and encourage all residents to help fight this disease by increasing awareness. So we have Michael's Miracles here, who are really focused on type 1 diabetes. And so would you like to say something? But nice job.
Thank you, Mayor, for having us. Michael's Miracles is focused on raising awareness and providing support to newly diagnosed type 1 diabetic children and their families. And we are very honored that the mayor is very supportive of us and our activities. And if anyone ever needs support, please reach out to us.
When's Diabetes Day? When are we tying the ribbons and doing the?
So November 14th is World Diabetes Day, and we would be honored to come and decorate your facilities for you.
Yes, we have the circles, so. Thank you. You don't want Edna up here? You have partners in crime over there. The reason I'm an advocate as well is I'm a type 1 diabetic as well. So that's why when I saw this charity and heard the story about their son and what Michael's Miracles is, it was something I could help them with, and we're trying to make other connections and do fundraising and support them in any way we can. So thank you. All right. Do not disturb while driving. Do not disturb while driving. Do we have anybody here for that? Police?
The police should come stand with you.
All right. Hey, how you doing? Good, how are you? All right, so here you go. We'll read this proclamation. So this is, okay, you didn't know this was going to happen, right? You signed up for this? So, do not disturb while driving. Distracted driving was officially blamed for 3,308 fatalities and more than 289 injuries in 2022 in the United States. The crash risk is 2 to 6 times greater when drivers are using a cell phone. About 1 in 5 people who died in distracted driver crashes were walking, riding their bikes, or otherwise outside a vehicle. 70% of the polled drivers said they use their cell phones while driving. Thursday, October 16th, 2025, is the 4th annual National Do Not Disturb While Driving Day to raise awareness of life-saving technology that can be used to reduce cell phone distractions while driving. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Township Committee, do hereby declare October 16, 2025 as Do Not Disturb While Driving Day and encourage all citizens to commit to using Do Not Disturb technology to reduce cell phone distractions while driving or put their phones away while driving. So, do you have anything to say about...
I don't.
No? Can you come up with anything? How many tickets do you write for people with cell phones?
We write many, so put the phones down.
There you go. All right. There it is. Let's take a picture. All right. Let's stand up. Okay. The next is Hindu Heritage Month. So anybody who wants to celebrate Hindu Heritage Month, come on up. But I know what this last one was talking about. There is a setting on your iPhones that will say you can do not disturb. I'm driving, and that's I think what the theme is. It sounds silly, but it is what it is, right? So, and I also understand that police have written if you're at a stop sign and on your phone looking, you could still get a ticket. So it's not just because you're not driving. It's if you're in the car, you shouldn't be. You got to be careful, right? And don't do it. So. You're going to call up all your friends at some point? Okay, Hindu Heritage Month. We got more people. Yeah, come on up. Erica will take it when she comes up at the end. We'll take it. Yeah, she'll take it. Yeah. Whoever you brought. Hinduism is the 3rd largest religion in the world. The practice of Hinduism seeks to promote unity among all dharmic communities, increasing awareness of the heritages, values, and educate society on issues affecting the Hindu American community. The Hindu American community has made significant contributions to the social, cultural, and economic vibrancy of our community, adding to Hillsborough's diversity and prosperity. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, do hereby recognize October 2025 as Hindu Heritage Month and encourage all residents to join in celebrating the many contributions of Hindu Americans. So, congratulations. And as we showed up on the screen, the Township Committee has been invited to many events, and we really share a lot of cultural things in common. Same principles of family and culture, family, country. So I'll turn this over to Vivek to. He likes to talk. Oh, sorry. You want that too? Huh? Yeah. All right. Here you go, sir.
Mr. Mayor.
I'm gonna make sure I give you the right one. Here you go. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Namaste. Namaste is gestures of this way. So I respect you all and everybody who's here. They're all one part of family. The Hindu Heritage Month is celebrating across the New Jersey, across the US, and across the world, of course in India. A celebration of October is contribution of Indian people, Indian doctors, Indian engineers, Indian students, entrepreneurs, especially our cultural, our spirituality, and our tradition that we preserve here. And we are so fortunate The Hillsborough Township is give us this opportunity, this platform, to put our heritage, our culture, our spirituality in front of everybody. In Hindu Heritage Month, the core value is this: spreading love, be peaceful, harmony for each other, respect everybody, including the nature. We respect everybody, we believe everybody, we give everybody as a human. So even our neighbor, we were very peaceful, non-violent. Hindu Heritage Month, October, basically three major things. The most three festivals of Hinduism is in October. The first start with Navratri, which is doctor, and she says, it's a worship of goddesses. The second is Dasera, the victory of evil. And third one is Diwali. Diwali is festival of life, festival of light. So these three core values in October we're celebrating among everybody and spreading love again, peace, harmony to each other, and family values. So today, on behalf of all these our Hindu heritage people here, there's so many we can invite, but we selected here to come this much. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, thank you committee, thank you, Mr. Anthony, police department, and everybody who's recognized October as Hindu Heritage Month. Again, thank you and namaste.
Yeah, to CAN. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we were talking earlier about CAN, and I know,
Diwali donation that happens.
yeah, the donations to Diwali get brought over to CAN,
Hillsborough Pantry.
the Hillsborough Pantry. So thank you for that. Italian American Heritage Month. You have the shirt on, I'll give it to you. Pass it around, President. All right. So, that's it. So, Hillsborough Township's Italian American community has contributed greatly to cultural landscape since its earliest days. Today, there are more than 26 million Americans of Italian descent in this country, including me. The Hillsborough chapter of Unico, an Italian American club, was founded in 2009 and is committed to charitable work, supporting higher education, and performing patriotic deeds under the motto, service above self. The Hillsborough chapter of Unico annually awards the Brian Piccolo Scholarship to a Hillsborough High School student, supports the Rotary Fairs Family Fun Day, and holds fundraisers for organizations such as the Zippy Fund, which supports pediatric cancer patients and their families, and Gigi's Playhouse. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, do hereby recognize October 2025 as Italian American Heritage and Culture Month, and encourage all residents to join in celebrating the many contributions of Italian Americans. So, congrats. Some words to say?
Great. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Township Committee. We really appreciate it. On behalf of Hillsborough Unico, we're accepting this proclamation. We very much appreciate it. As the mayor mentioned, our motto is service above self. So we do a lot of service, charitable organizations. It's a wonderful organization, so I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Township Committee. Thanks.
announce the presentations as well? Okay, we have some check presentations. So our own, right now or after? No. Okay, our own Glenn Gershwinder is presenting a check on behalf of Adams RC Racers to the Township. Sure, absolutely.
It's just,
Me or you? You
it's
can
up to
say
you. You've been doing good so far.
Oh, yeah?
It's only a few paragraphs.
All right. I'll do what I can do. How you guys doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right. So, a speech has been prepared for me. Adams RCers is a community of enthusiasts who come together to celebrate model aviation. They are hobbyists who dream, design, build, and fly model aircraft of all sizes for fun and competition. They do this because they enjoy the company of fellow enthusiasts, love flight, and want to see participation in their hobby grow. Each year in February, they have a swap meet here at the Municipal Building, and they donate a portion of the proceeds to the Hillsborough Community Assistance Network, CAN. Today, they're pleased to present this year's donation of $350. Great. Thank you. Their next swap meet will be on Saturday, February 7th, 2026, and everyone is welcome to attend. And if you know anyone who is interested in model aviation, they'd be more than happy to help you get started. Please reach out, and they can be found via their Facebook page, which is Adams RCers, RC''ers. So somebody does have to say something like, where do you meet? Where do you fly?
Sure.
All right.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Pete Bisbal. I'm the president of the Adams RCers. We do, like I mentioned, we have the swap meet here. I think this February will be about our 15th annual one. We do have a club field over in Hillsborough, and this is a great opportunity for anybody that is interested in STEM, model aviation, young, old, alike. Please feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to provide training and to help you get started in the hobby. Thank you very much.
So thanks again for the check. I know you do it every year, so CAN really appreciates the checks and the funds. So thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a picture.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
And do I give the check to you?
yeah, I'll take it.
There you go.
Nobody from CAN or Social Services is here, so I'll hand it over. Let's, action shot.
Great. Thank you very much.
Have a good check for the year.
Thank you very much, guys.
So the Hillsborough Rewards Program. Does, you want Maria to do this, or am I? She told me. Yeah. So,
I got the list.
so should I read this, and then you'll?
Go ahead.
All right. So we got the tag team here, right? Nice. The Hillsborough Rewards Program. It is presenting its last year of grants to many deserving organizations in our community. Since the program's inception in 2008, over 100,000 in grants have been awarded to community-based youth, senior, and other local nonprofit organizations. The total amount awarded this evening is $10,117.83. This is the final disbursement of funds from the Hillsborough Rewards Program, as the funds collected from the grant program have now been exhausted. Hillsborough Rewards Program has been a great resource for our qualifying local organizations to obtain funding without any expense to our township taxpayers. So I'll turn it over to the chair of the committee.
The first one is the Boy Scout Group, the 1776. Are you here? They're receiving $699, and would you like to explain what you're using it for?
Yes, sure.
So first of all, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, committee, for the award. The Boy Scout Troop 7076 exists here for a significant period of, for more than a few decades. One of the things, we have a small barn where we store all our scouting equipment. The barn does not have an electric connection. We plan to buy a generator with this grant, thank again to the committee, and use that to light the barn, especially when the kids are going for an outstation trip and we want to load everything towards the evening. Yeah, that's a little bit of a difficulty. So hopefully this will help us and also generate charging for some of the other equipments used during the scouting trips. So thank you again, Mayor, and thank you, committee.
Stay up here. Stay up here. Dance for the Cure. $535. You want to explain what it's for?
Thank you, Mayor and committee. Thank you very much. So Dance for the Cure, this is our 26th year. And this money, these are some of our basket genies. We have donated over $1.3 million to area women that are going through breast cancer. The way we raise money for that is through various little fundraisers, but we have our largest one coming up next week, where we will have over 500 guests at the Bridgewater Marriott for a dinner and a basket auction. And these basket genies, among others, helped to make over 200 incredible raffle prizes. This money is going to go towards the ingredients that they need to make these prizes. I've heard they really need some good sharp scissors. They need some good folding tables. We need things to wrap these baskets. So it's going to go for all those necessities to make our baskets beautiful and help us to continue to raise money to help the community. And the cart, I forgot, thank you. Yes, we need a cart because when, rolling cart, that was the main thing, because they, when they move these baskets from place to place, we're carrying these big, heavy things, and it was suggested that a rolling cart would really help us moving these things from one place to another. Thank you very much.
Feeding Hands. Anyone from Feeding Hands? No one?
How much did they get?
$940. Gigi's Playhouse. Do you want to say a word about Gigi's Playhouse and what it's for?
Hi, I was just here 2 weeks ago for the proclamation of Down Syndrome Awareness Month. And Gigi's Playhouse has been in Hillsborough since 2015. And I just wanted to say that our total dedication is to inform, provide awareness, and make sure that there is a acceptance of those with Down syndrome and other special needs that we serve in our community and beyond. We are definitely doing a lot of outreach. My main focus tonight is to have one of our parents speak. I don't know if they're old timers, if you don't mind me saying. This is Jason and this is Carol Tykody. And Carol, I know, wanted to say a few words.
Sure. I actually love to say a few words because it is such an amazing, amazing place. We call it a playhouse, but Jason is the oldest member. Next month, he's going to be 49 years old. And 49 years ago, there was nothing for our people. In fact, when I asked nurses, give me something to read, they said, there's nothing that wouldn't scare the heck out of you. Gigi's Playhouse is nationwide. We are the only ones in the state of New Jersey. We are so lucky. We have a group of mothers with their babies so that when they have this child, they can come and speak to other women who have been through this and have the experience. Then we have what is it, like a teenage group, right?
Oh, yes.
We have several
and
groups.
older, 20s.
Well,
30s.
the group
From
that Jason
neonatal
is
to
in,
adult.
Is 18 and above. Wednesday nights, they cook dinner. They all sit down and eat together. 2 Friday nights are Friday Friends. When I had Jason, I didn't know after school what kind of socialization he would have. It's amazing. Keeps me running, for sure. So I also want to say that we are totally funded by donations. We get no help except from Hillsborough Township. They have been so generous with us through the years, and we are very, very blessed. Our kids are out there. I know a lot of you know Jason from ShopRite. And, right. Mayor, would you like to tell them what people call Jason?
I am the mayor.
He's the mayor.
He's here.
He's the mayor.
We thank you. We thank you so much.
Jason, we're just letting John stand here for tonight, so keep it down, okay?
Yeah. I did want to mention that the township has granted them $2,000.
And just quickly, it was our wish list. We definitely needed a high speed. We're doing a lot of outreach and grants, and we're expanding our programs. We have the most number of programs this semester or this session, and we keep on growing. We're trying. That's what I'm doing in starting my 4th month as an executive director. So we are also we asked for the printer and also for a smart board, which we will benefit from, or our participants will benefit from in their learning. And I appreciate all the help and support you have given us.
You're welcome. Unico, you coming back up again? You get a proclamation, you get a piece of paper, and now you're going to get a check.
Do you want us
For,
to stick
yeah, $1,200. No, stick around, because you got to get the picture.
Okay.
What it's being used for.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mayor and committee, for giving us this donation, this grant. This is going to be used as Hillsborough Unico. We are in the community, again, service above self, where we go to different places. We'll have a tent. We'll have a big tablecloth. We'll have our logo on it, so it'll help us recognition within the community, people who'd like to join us, learn more about us, and we partner with other organizations as well. So this is a huge help for us. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for helping Gigi's, because we appreciate
The Mary Mother of God Youth Group. They have been awarded $2,000.
I wanted to thank you, Mayor and everybody for the donation. The Mary Mother of God Youth Group serves the Hillsborough community and the other communities around here. So all the teenagers in high school age are welcome to come and join us in the Mary Mother of God Center that we have. The center is probably about half the size of this room, and it's in the basement. If any of you have basements, then you know that they get damp. And so what we'll be using this money for is to provide a dehumidifier down there to help keep it dry. In the recent past, in the downpours that we've had with the recent hurricanes, we've had flooding down there, and we've put up barriers. Thank you very much to the Mary Mother of God Church for doing that for us. But it still gets damp down there, so the dehumidifiers will be used to keep it dry for our high school kids and for the other uses for the room, which would include the Hillsborough needy people that come in and stay in our youth center with us, and all the other stuff that we do. Thank you very much to Hillsborough Township.
The resolution run, they're also known with Project Graduation. And they're being awarded $1,300. You want to say what it's for?
So we're from Hillsborough Project Graduation, which is Resolution Run, and we plan on using the money for signage, sandwich boards for outside, and also indoor signage so we can promote our events that we come. We raise approximately $100,000 a year to run the Project Graduation night every year for our seniors who graduate, so they have a safe place to go and celebrate. So that's what we'll be using, and we appreciate your help. Thank you. No problem.
The VFW. $383. Yep. Coming down.
So I just want to say thank you for having us here for this, for the award, for the committee, for the township. So VFW 8371 is here in Hillsborough. It's a veteran organization, nonprofit. So not only do we support veterans for awareness, it's really a community-based enterprise. So patriotism, Americanism, we partner with Boy Scout Troops 1776. We do the Girl Scout Awards, we do flag ceremonies. So there's a lot of stuff, not only for the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, veterans, for the community. So what we've asked funds for was a projector and a portable projecting slide so we could showcase the work we do and showcase how great Hillsborough is. So thank you very much. Anthony, if you have any words? Yes, no? No, thank you. All right. Thanks.
Okay, get ready. Here they come. The Rockettes. $2,000. Oh, and excuse me, and the Rockets. We have a couple Rockets in there.
My name is Gloria Paget, and I like from the Rockettes. We appreciate the advice. Thank you so much to the advisory board. Thank you so much, Hillsborough Township. And I just want to tell you a little bit about us. We go to nursing homes, we go to veterans hospitals, we go to assisted living, and we go to the wellness centers. And wherever we're asked to dance, we're there. Right, girls? I am very proud of these senior dancers, and our oldest one isn't here tonight. She's 93 years old. And next to the youngest, I call her, come on, Sally, I know Sally, because I am so impressed with her. Tell them how old you are, Sally.
I'm 90 years old.
Thank you, Hillsborough Township. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay up here, everybody. We have a picture. Slip in there.
Does the mayor want to come?
Got a big check.
Get the mayor. Get the other mayor. Wait, let's move this. Can you put that back behind you? Yeah, thanks.
I need to look like that one.
How you doing? So you get up on that. Should I make the, you can make
Some things never change. Hit all the buttons.
Yes, I got you. going to get started with the business part of the meeting. So we're going to get started with personnel items and appointments. We have 6, which we could, I guess, vote on in its entirety, but I think we want to take 2 of them because their appointments are here with their families. So we wanted to take mayoral appointments that we're going to vote on. The first one is the mayoral appointed volunteer position of local historian, and acknowledging the mayoral appointment of Greg Gillette. So do we want to take each one separately? How do we?
I would just recommend if the committee would just take consideration 1 and 2 separately, since the families are here and they're here. If we could just take those 2 separately, vote on those 2, and then you can
All right.
go from there.
So the second one is the resolution establishing the mayoral appointed volunteer position of community engagement advisor to the mayor, and acknowledging the mayoral appointment of Vivek Rao. So we have those 2 for comments from the dais, right?
Well, just we need a motion first. I don't want to take Bill's job or Sarah's job, but we need to make a motion that we could separate those 2.
So I'll take a motion in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, and any?
We need a roll call.
Do we need a roll call for that? All right, roll call.
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
And I'm sorry, we're voting on the motion or the
Just to take them
resolutions?
separately.
Take them separately.
Just take them separately.
To take them separate, yes.
Committeeman Lafani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yep.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes. All right, any comments from the dais on those 2 appointments?
I would just like to welcome both. I think this is Mr. Rao and Mr. Gillette. We really appreciate the volunteerism, and I'd start with Mr. Gillette. Mr. Gillette, you're all over Facebook and social media, and truly being a historian and bringing to light the amazing history we have in this town. So thank you for doing that. And Mr. Rao, thank you for all your work with the community and making sure you're bridging gaps and barriers for many different people, and you care very much. So you're just both very good people, and thank you for being here.
And Mayor, just a quick comment on both. First, Mr. Gillette, just as the historian over the years, no matter what we ask, he always does and volunteers and has done a lot of stuff throughout the building. And always has a great positive attitude, especially for Mr. Rao as well, with the faith-based community, other volunteer committees as well. So I think both are well known throughout the community. I think they're both really good appointments. So thank you for volunteering your time.
Anybody else?
If I could, Mayor, I just, from the oldest one here, I'll be up from the history standpoint. I think Mr. Gillette might be the only one that knows as much about Hillsborough as maybe me from being here as long. But in all seriousness, Mr. Gillette has dived in and through the Facebook page and everything has come up with very interesting tidbits about Hillsborough that honestly I didn't know and probably most people didn't. And I dare, if we ever had to phone a friend on a quiz show for history on Hillsborough, he would be the one. But more importantly, he's going to be very instrumental in moving forward for next year's 250th anniversary of the United States. We have a big program plan for Hillsborough, and he's part of it. Stay tuned for some things that he's going to help us with. So I'm very excited of that. And then obviously Mr. Rao, and since meeting him about 3 years ago, it's been nothing but a pleasure and a journey, and sharing with me the Hindu relationship between us and knowledge and caring and getting to understand your culture. And I think that has resonated through Hillsborough, and we're better for it. Thank you very much.
So I think it's just super cool to meet you in person, because you've only just been this person on Facebook who posts like the coolest pictures and things like that of our town. I look forward, literally, I'm not a big Facebook in general person, but I love when your posts pops in my feed and I get to see like, hey, did you know that this is on the corner of Wordsville? And I was like, I did not. And you have sprouted more times than not family trips to just ski like we need to go find that place. And like, so it's, you almost create like a little bit of like almost like a Hillsborough scavenger hunt kind of thing. Like it's super cool. I think you're a huge asset to this town. And thank you for that. And then Vivek, also, I think what you bring to the table, the way that you're marrying the Hindi culture with the American culture and bridging that gap for so many folks, not just the people on this dais, but just the people in the community in general. Like, I have like so many good friends now. Shaylee's artwork is on my bedroom wall, like all the cool things. And that would have never happened had you not taken the time to do this. So again, both of you, just thank you for your time. This is awesome.
Any other comments? No?
I would just say, I've had the pleasure of working with Mr. Gillette on the Historic Preservation Committee, and obviously Vivek and I have met multiple times at events. So I think what would be helpful for the public is if the mayor could really share just about the description of the positions, the posting process, and how many people applied, just so we understand, how fabulous it is that you rose to the top of all the people that must have applied for this really neat position. So that would be great if the mayor could just provide that information. That would be great.
These are new appointments. It's a mayoral appointment. There's no set process. Greg Gillette was the historian. I called him the historian a couple meetings ago. By de facto. So we're acknowledging him as his mayoral appointment as our local historian, so congratulations. It's clear what you've done for the community. Vivek has been involved with the youth community, engaging the youth, engaging his Indian community. We've been talking about Hispanic community outreach, faith-based, thank you, and other communities. So he's risen and proven himself to me as a worthy advisor, and as well as I know, Municipal Alliance. So the liaisons all speak highly of the work he's doing. So we really appreciate the engagement and the insight he's given us to the various communities. And like I said, while Hindu and Indian is his main thrust, we're leveraging that to others and broadening it. So I welcome that advice. So thank you both.
So I'm sorry, so this would you just created them?
Yes, we talked.
The resolution creates them.
The resolution creates them.
Okay, and I would just think, it would be fabulous if we really looked across our community to see, anyone who wants to come forward and volunteer. I would encourage anyone within the community who wants to come forward, whether it's these types of positions or if you have suggestions for other positions. If the mayor can create them, then people should definitely come forward with whatever interest group they have, and we could look at other mayoral appointments. So thanks for clarifying that.
All right, so do we need comments from the roll call or comments from the public? Comments from the floor. Any comments from the public? Yeah, you're.
You can put the mic right in the middle. You can put it in the middle.
You moved, yeah.
You don't mind. Move it out here? In the middle of the room.
Yeah, that's good.
And face you guys? Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank Anthony Ferreira for bringing this suggestion to the Township Committee. As I understand, that's how it happened. And Township Committee for considering it, and the mayor for making the appointment, creating the position. New Jersey recognizes and establishes the ability for local municipalities to create the position of local historian. They see it as a benefit to not only the town, but to the state in general. There are guidelines and things you're supposed to do as local historian, which I guess I'm going to have to read now since I've just been appointed, but that'll be some fun reading for the next couple weeks to find out about that. I know one of the things is to work with the county historian and the people at the county level. They're doing that. And the last time I looked, or had AI look for me, there are 17 municipalities in Hunterdon County had local historian, but only a couple in Somerset County. I think it was Bridgewater and maybe Bernards Township. There may be more, but that's all I could find. So Hillsborough would be the third. And I think it's, as Committeeman Lapani mentioned, we are heading into the 250th anniversary of the founding of America next year. I think it's beneficial to have a local historian. I'm very thankful that you appointed me tonight to this position. And I also want to thank my wife, who always lets me do all these crazy things, including those like 100 years on the school board, which was, frankly, that was a lot harder than this is going to be. This is going to be a breeze. And of course, my kids, Amanda and Will, who had to give up all the time writing my Facebook page, and which I could be spending with them. But there you go. So thank you again.
Mayor, just one thing I wanted to, Mr. Gillette mentioned about the 250. It's important, and he's on our team, but it also in naming him as a historian also could help potentially with some grants moving forward as well, that we actually are one of the few in Somerset County that will now have this moving forward, and will also help with the grant application process.
Right. Anybody else?
First, I'll thank you, committee and mayor. What you say is absolutely right. This is coming from mayor and township committee people. I really appreciate and happy about what you give me responsibilities. I'm always there for community, always there for anybody in community or committee who need my help to introduce you different culture, different people, different temples, different mandirs, different language people. And that's what my goal is. My goal is to not focus on me. My goal is not focus on Indian community. My main goal is to bring community together, bring bridges together. Your opinions and everything is one thing, but let's spread some love and harmony and peace. And that's the main core value what I'm carrying over. That's the more core value we are carrying over. And I'm welcome everybody today in my community, my people. And all of you, just count me for anything and everything. I'm there for answers, anything. If you don't like anything, just please tell me. I don't like this. Be honest with me. I will be there for you, and I will make sure I correct that part for myself and my community. And thank you again for Mr. Mayor, Anthony, and all committee members. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
Any other comments from the floor?
I need to get some ground rules here since we're doing two people and two separate items. I'm assuming I get 3 minutes for each of these nominations. So, Mr. Vivek Rayo, which I have one question for the Township Committee. I don't know him, and I am asking, who is he? Why is he being chosen for this Community Engagement Advisor's position? What is this position, and what purpose is it supposed to serve in the township? Or even who will he report to? None of that's been made clear at all. Is it simply a made-up position for Mr. Rayo? As far as I can tell, you've not advertised, as you've indicated, to find the best qualified candidates for this position, and he may be incredibly qualified, but I don't know. I haven't seen a resume. And I would suggest that when you advertise for a position, you would seek people's resumes to find out who the best qualified candidates for this position would be. You've also not provided any information to the public to demonstrate how he is the most qualified person for this position. And again, it's not a criticism of him, I just don't know him. And I would want to get the best person possible. So if we could get some clarity with regards to his qualifications, or is this just a means for, I hate to say it, but the Republican-led majority to groom him for some sort of position here? Inquiring minds want to know, and helping to provide facts to the public will help to convince us that governmental transparency might actually exist for a few fleeting moments in Hillsborough. As to Mr. Gillette, I find it ironic that this Republican-led Township Committee is moving to appoint Mr. Gillette as a local historian. I'm not sure how many of you are aware that in 2015, when the issue of the demolition of the historic Doris Duke Mansion came before the Township's Historic Preservation Commission, Mr. Gillette was a member of the commission. Even though all admitted that this residence and the accompanying structures were indeed legally qualified as historic contributing structures, as determined by the United States Secretary of Interior standards and the state's Historic Preservation Office, Mr. Gillette voted to approve the demolition of Doris Duke's only residence. Mr. Gillette played an active role in helping to demolish one of the most important and tourism dollar drawing attraction in Hillsborough. So to the extent that Mr. Gillette played an active role in helping to destroy some of Hillsborough's history, I would argue there are better candidates to be chosen and who have committed themselves to saving as much history and historic structures that are left in Hillsborough. It's too easy to destroy our history and then act to forget it. And Mr. Gillette has demonstrated a callous disregard for protecting our history and preserving our historic structures. It's often said that we best lead by our examples. And suffice to state, the example that Mr. Gillette presented as to Doris Duke's historic residence leaves him with a big black eye. And I maintain he's a terrible example of a person to be chosen as local historian, although I guess he is perfectly qualified to discuss how he personally helped to destroy some of our history, except that is part of our history that should have never happened. I would ask you all to vote no on his nomination. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other members of the public want to comment? Okay, seeing none, should we move to roll call on 1 and 2?
Do we have a formal motion in a second?
Did we? No, we had the formal motion to take them separately. So a motion and a second to approve.
So moved. Yeah, second.
Roll call.
Committeeman Britting.
Before I vote officially yes to this, I just want to just acknowledge that that was incredibly aggressive and rude towards these two people who are working incredibly hard to do the right thing. And I am just very sorry to the both of you that you had to witness and had to deal with that. That was politically motivated. The answer is yes. And you guys are just two fantastic people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for volunteering your time. You're very good people, and I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Committeewoman Hand.
Aside from your comments, I think this is very transparent. It's unfortunate. It is very transparent what is going on. I will move forward with I will say yes, because these are mayoral appointments, and apparently the mayor, who is chosen amongst the five of us, has the ability to choose and appoint people in whatever position. So I just hope folks take that into consideration when they use their voices.
Committeeman Bonney.
Two things. Mayor appointments have been happening for all the different committees for long before I was here, and they're exactly that. They're mayoral appointments. They do not need the consent of the dais other than for the vote. He has a chance to appoint whomever he or she deems fit, and it's been that way. The qualifications have been stated. They are very qualified. I would find that Mr. Gillette is by far as qualified as anybody else that would come here. He knows our town, and he's worked with us. So as a first nomination, I think it meets the criteria and fills the bill very well. So to come up here and question their integrity is, I feel, in distaste, and I will vote yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
So again, my comments stick. I think you are being generous with your time, giving it back to the community, and we appreciate it thoroughly. And again, unfortunately, everything apparently lately has to be politically motivated. I just think that you're good people doing the right thing, and I thank you for that very much, and I apologize to your family. Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes, I'm proud of these selections. They've volunteered. They were volunteering before tonight, and now we're officially establishing this mayor-appointed these mayoral appointed positions. So with that,
If I could just say one thing, because I was involved with the Doris Duke estate. With respect to that property, everybody should know, the public should know that that was a request by the people who were charged with administrating her trust and her wishes. That was their charge. They were the ones who brought that application before the Historic Commission. It wasn't Mr. Gillette who decided. They're the ones who brought it before them, and they are the legal representatives of that estate. They filed that application, and it was a legal decision as to whether or not they had the right to demolish it. That was made by the Historic Commission. I think it was I forget how many people voted at the time, but there was only one vote that was no. Otherwise, it was unanimous amongst the rest of them. Mr. Brook, who was very involved in that transaction, then decided to appeal that decision to the Superior Court. The judge agreed with the position taken by the Historic Commission, and then he went further and appealed it to the Appellate Division. And the Appellate Division further agreed with that decision. So it was people charged with the legal rights to manage her estate, making a decision, and that was supported by the entire legal system.
And I was on the committee at that time, and what Mr. Willard is saying is absolutely correct. And they've now gone on to build 2 beautiful structures, and I was in that house, and I know people were upset at the time, but it did need to go down for the other structures that they've now put up. So what Mr. Willard has stated is absolutely correct, because I was on the committee at that time.
And I would like to clarify that, like, regardless of whom was appointed, I think just the concept of the way that this can just be made up with
I
no
think that what we were
description,
answering,
et
the
cetera,
question was
that part-
Mr. Brooks'
excuse me,
accusation
so I
that
think
Mr. Gillette was.
It was a
that-
matter
so-
of the fact that it
That's
can
not what
just
he
be
was
made
saying.
up, regardless of the people being appointed. So I'm sorry that this is happening with the family, for sure. But I think the whole process should be reviewed. And folks should have an ability to apply to positions. So, thank you.
And your children should be proud of you guys for being here. All right. That's the most
items
important
3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, thank you. The business, that part is over if you wish to leave, but typically we do these personnel appointments before we get to the other business parts of it. On 3, so does anybody want to take? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
You were going to take a picture, Mayor, before all the nonsense happened, so we want to take a picture.
Yes, just a quick one. Yeah, we'll do them separately. We'll do them separately. Yeah.
Thanks, Greg. No, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just going.
Yep, you got it. Mine and then this is the next. Yours first? Okay, hold on. I can't juggle multiple phones like Erica can.
Oh, that's right, Eric is lost there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Picture time with them.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you.
All right. I think your phone. So 3 through 6.
Right.
So is there a motion? Well, does anybody want to take any of 3, 4, 5, or 6 separately? Hearing none. Okay, can I have a motion and a second to approve 3 through 6?
So moved.
Seconded.
Mayor, sorry, I didn't want to take them separate, but I just didn't want to call out resolution number 4, the hiring of Joseph Tamaro for position of part-time alternate crossing guard, and resolution number 6 for the hiring of Elena Kikas for the position of part-time violations municipal court office. Just want to welcome those new part-time employees.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I congratulate all the officers who've moved to permanent status. That's a nice, I remembered swearing them in, and now it's good to see them getting sworn in. Committeeman Britting, anything on 4 through 6?
No, congratulations, everybody.
3 through 6, sorry. Committeewoman Hand, anything on 3 through 6?
Congratulations.
Committeeman Lapani?
Ditto.
Deputy Mayor?
Same.
All right. So, roll call. Sorry, comments from the floor.
Can you move the mic over for her?
Actually, I prefer it over here. I would like to, Judy Haas, Titus Court. I would like to know what the current census of the police department is. How many police officers do we have in the town right now? And what will the number be when we add 3 to it? I know, X plus 3, but what's X?
Steve, do you happen to know offhand how many you have? I don't either offhand.
Well, we have people rolling off too, so it's a
So these are
fluid.
replacements.
How many people are rolling off?
6 have rolled off in the past year.
Why?
Retirement.
All retirement.
Mostly retirement.
And then we lost somebody else to another town, I believe.
So we lost one. He never made it off past probation.
Well, according to your user-friendly budget, okay, you had 60 police officers in 2022, 67 in 2023, 67 in 2024, and 60 in 2025.
There you go.
Those are the budgeted positions for the police department. And I, for one, would really like to understand why that number's going down.
Retirements. We're behind on
Excuse me, when
hiring.
somebody retires, the number doesn't go down. The budgeted position doesn't go down necessarily unless you make that decision.
So we are in the process of increasing our, I'm sorry, this is not question.
No, I know.
Right? I'm sorry.
But I think we've authorized up to 70, right?
We have.
Yeah. To give the town, to give the force the opportunity to hire, So they have 6 vacancies, and they're recommending.
Actively working on it.
Recommending right now to hire 3.
And nobody knows how many people are currently on the force.
Again, it's in flux right now because we just had retirements. We're also
I would
in the
imagine it's always in flux, but everybody on this dais should know what the number is.
Okay, thank you for.
Any other comments?
Later.
Any other comments from the floor? Public? Nope. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes, all right. So now to the consent agenda, 1 through 19. Is there any, hold on a second here. So we have consent agenda 1 through 19. Do I read that statement about the comments now or now? So we're going to hear all, yeah, here we go, sorry. We are going to hear all comments first. After that, if any committee member would like to take any item from the consent agenda separately for voting purposes, we'll give you the opportunity to do so. There's no need to take items separately for the purposes of commenting or questioning. So we can, they're all on the table for that, and then, okay. So consent agenda items 1 through 19. As far as taking any separately or commenting on them, I'm going to start and with consent agenda number 18, which is the resolution opposing New Jersey's current affordable housing compliance program and procedures of the Fair Share Housing Act and requesting further legislative action to address the unfair and unjust practices therein. We brought this resolution because there are towns who are in the similar boat as us, where as of the date of this resolution, we are fully believe that we complied with all applicable requirements, filings, and deadlines set forth by the Fair Share Housing and their directives. And we've found that what we've been finding is that there are deadlines that are not held strictly against the program in the courts, but it's only held against us. The courts and program have issued varied and inconsistent and contradictory recommendations and decisions with regard to the methodologies utilized in determining the municipality's present and prospective needs for their affordable housing obligations. I find the inconsistent, we went through this today, that the numbers are changing, they're moving the goalposts, it's inconsistent, and it's disrespectful to all of the work that we've put in over all these months to get to our affordable housing number, for them to disregard and now say, oh, that doesn't matter. We're going to change it. And that's what's going on in these mediations and the alleged dispute resolutions. We think that these unrealistic requirements are being pushed down on communities, resulting in excessive overdevelopment. These obligations force municipalities to overdevelop. With inclusionary housing and all the market rate, they produce more market rate than affordable housing. The township requires 24% of new developments, and we're getting crap for that from the state. You believe that? We're requiring more than the minimum the state requires, and they're giving us a hard time about requiring 24%. I find that unconscionable. And so we're calling on our Assemblyman, Roy Fryman, our Assemblywoman, Mitchell Drulis, Andrew Zwicker, our Senator, to publicly support our proposed affordable housing number. We got the number down from 565 to 223, more than 50%. We have some opportunities right now, and we want them to publicly support our proposed affordable housing number and support the township's position that a revised developed land use calculation that's more just and sustainable for determining the prospective obligations be developed. And so we're demanding that they enact further amendments and provide a more fair and just method for addressing affordable housing obligations throughout the state. I mean, they want to make affordable housing, and it makes the price of real estate and property more unaffordable. We're developing more market rate houses. And it's just, we just think that they should revise it and take input from our municipalities to take that into account when they're developing their changes. And we're sending this on to the Senate President, the State League of Municipalities who stands behind this. And so that's what this resolution is about. We're standing up for Hillsborough. We're standing up for the work we did. I mean, the ludicrous part is they say that they fully acknowledge that there's property that's not developable. It's owned by the state. It's owned by the county or the township. Farmland preservation. But they don't change their number. That I find disrespectful to everybody who's put work in. So that's why this is on here. We want more help. We want more support from the people who can actually influence the laws. And for that reason, we've put this on here to vote on it. Number 19, joining the Jersey Strong Coalition and signing a letter of support on behalf of the township. That's what we are asking for. We're signing on. I'm asking, as mayor, I could have unilaterally signed it, but I felt it should come to the dais So we have some support from the Township Committee on this coalition on support of the township for this that promote and advocate for alternative clean energy solutions that are environmentally and economically sustainable for New Jersey. We do recognize the importance of balancing sustainable energy and those goals with the local economy, the well-being of citizens, but the plan has been implemented right now has resulted in excessive electricity prices. They ripped the Band-Aid off. Maybe that's the only way to get things done, but this is not against wind power. It's against the way they implemented these policies. That they just shut down nuclear plant, they shut down coal plants, they shut down anything without having a good backup plan other than to go to the energy swap. And so now we're buying energy from outside of the state. And everybody knows that their electricity bills went up. Well, so did ours, so did the townships. We got to turn the lights on. So we are joining, I'm asking that I'm authorized to go forward with this copy of this resolution and sign on to that letter to join the coalition. And it's not just about coast. There's a lot of, let's say, landlocked counties and townships and municipalities that are joining this for the same reason, that it affected our energy costs, it was bad policy, and it needs to be revised. So those are the two that I wanted to comment on. I don't know if anybody wants to add to those, and then we could add more to the mix. So
are you going in order, or how you handle it?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. All right, so no, I'm not going to add anything to 18 or 19. I think you covered that. So as it relates to the consent agendas this evening, number 10 and 11, happy to...
I thought you were going to comment on
Oh, no,
18
do you want me
and
to do 18 and 19, or do you want me to go to the other ones? No, no,
Um,
you've said enough there. I think
Yeah,
that's
those are
good.
the only two that I want to talk about. So.
That's what you, yep, that's fine. Then I'll make my comments when I vote on the other
Okay,
ones.
committee woman hand, anything on 18 and 19?
Yep.
I'm sorry, we're addressing those two last or first?
Yeah.
I think
So
they-
I went first.
Okay.
I picked 18 and 19 because I think the others are on here, yes, to be approved. We'll talk about 18 and 19, and then if Committeeman Britting wants to bring up any of the other ones, we'll talk about those.
Or any committee person could just, please, Committeeman Britting, you had questions on 10 and 11. Please go ahead.
No, I'm running the meeting
I'll follow
here.
this process. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. It's
No,
fine.
so do you have any comments on 18, 19?
No, I'll follow your
Do
process.
you have any
It's no
comments
problem.
on 18, 19?
No, let me think of some. Please, pass.
Committeeman LaPani?
Okay. So, when it comes to the fair share and the law that was passed, it has become, in sitting down, and maybe the mayor and I have abundantly more knowledge because we are in the meetings talking to our professionals, where maybe some other members are not, and just getting whatever they read on the internet. Some of the planners that we work for other towns. And it's becoming abundantly clear that the rules don't apply if it's not in their favor. So the Lake and Van, as the mayor said, vacant land analysis now is maybe not so important if it doesn't meet their need. The deadlines that we had to have our stuff in or become non-compliant, their deadlines to meet a mediation and other things, they've missed and far exceeded those numbers. Doesn't matter. The whole process is being run by a retired judge, a advocate for fair share, the abundance of people protesting the number, and it's become abundantly clear that nobody has control of the situation, which is wrong for Hillsborough and every town in New Jersey, to be fair. Why go through all the work and the money that Hillsborough spent on our professionals to get the plan together, to submit it on time and be now basically taking it like this with a flame torch on it and blow it up and says, well, it's not really what we wanted from you, so we're going to disregard it. And I'm not talking just in Hillsborough. This is what I've been told by Jen Beam, who is our outside planner, who just got done with 3 mediations with other towns. So who has the power? The state legislature has the power. Who drove the law to make sure that the rules are being followed? Because if they aren't following the rules, then how do you have a plan? You don't. You have chaos. And people of Hillsborough, that's what we have right now. We have chaos. So the fair share number, we've got in a plan, and we hope that they would support our plan, which is best and sustainable for Hillsborough. Don't know if it's actually going to happen, but we're prepared to fight every level of the court to make it work. This letter is just asking them to come help. Number 2, there isn't a person in this room that says their electric bill isn't higher than it was a year ago. It would be disingenuous to say that it isn't. So the plan is not working. So plans come out, and then they get changed if it realizes it's not working right. That's what this is about. We're asking for a review of what the plan is, because it's hurting the people of this state and this town and this municipality. I don't think it's hard. I don't even think it's politics. I think it's fact. I think if you go and you open up your electric bill, you see it. And if you didn't notice, the gas bill went up too, but they snuck that in over the summer because nobody uses their gas until wintertime. So look at your rate of your gas bill, because it went up. But no one noticed that yet because you haven't turned your heater on. So I don't think this is a hard lift. It's just signing a letter to ask for support to review it. That's all I say.
I think you did enough.
Yeah, thank you. Committeeman Britting, any other items on the consent agenda you want? Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, no, happy to see it from a public safety standpoint that we are continuously supporting the police with the mobile devices they need and the license plate readers. That's done a wonderful job. Just thank you to police officers for catching criminals before in the act or before it happens and connecting that directly to the FBI and all the great services that we have relative to the resources they have. So thank you for continuing to do your jobs. Public Works, 8, 9, 12, 13, and 14 all go towards helping make sure that Hillsborough is a safer place as it relates to our Public Works Department. That's a great thing that we're supporting there. A couple being that we are replacing a plow truck, HVAC for the Township building. We know we had a challenge there we need to fix. A leaf pickup, hiring for the leaf pickup program, which everybody in the Township supports and is really in need of. A lot of beautiful trees, and we need to make sure the leaves are moved on. So thank you to the Public Works Department for doing what you're doing. We're supporting you here. And then Recreation and Social Services in relation to the senior exercise program as well, too, in item number 16. So a lot of good things going on through this consent agenda today. So happy to vote yes on all this when we get to.
Blasting through a bunch there. All right, anybody have anything to add to what, for those? What did you do? It's, 8,
Just all
8, 9, 10, just all of them, yeah. You went.
I want to highlight the fact that there's some specific themes that we're focused on.
Yeah.
Those areas: public safety, public works, recreation,
11, yeah,
social
11 is the
services.
block,
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Next person,
All right. Committeewoman Hand.
So I would like to make a motion for 18 to be taken separately.
We'll get to that, okay. Thank you.
We already said we would do that, so
Yeah,
go on.
any other comments on any of the balance, or
So
one through?
are you taking 18 and 19 separately then? Yes? So they haven't been done yet. All right, so thank you. So that's fine. You can take them separately.
So do you want to comment on any other items on the consent agenda?
That's where we are right now, Committeewoman.
Committeeman Lapani.
With the hour being late, I will just say that everything on here is for the public welfare and safety of our municipality, which we've been talking about for the last 10 months. Not only our library, but our police, our DPW, our seniors. This is everything that we said we were going to do this year, and this is a continuation of that.
Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, so this is the transparency of the budget, right? We went through this a couple months back when we outlined every line on the budget, what it was for, why it was coming. This is it. So really glad that we're able to move forward with those items and keep all of our departments up to date and with technology for a change instead of behind it. And, you know, just good that we got it on the agenda before the year closed.
Thank you.
I will say it is exciting that number 6 is on here for the Mindell property. That has been sitting as a, giant item on the debt service. I wish this would have been done years ago, because this purchase was made years ago. So I think it was like 2018 for $14 million. So again, had we looked at doing farmland preservation back in the day, I think we could have gotten a better price on the acreage there. But look, I'm glad we're moving forward with it now to try to do something with that, because right now we're just paying a giant amount of interest on that. So that's good.
Since you brought it up, and I wasn't going to bring it up, but we've been waiting for the county to partner with us to farmland preservation since I was mayor, and that was over 3 years ago, and they've been dragging their feet so far that we went over their heads and went straight to the state, and in 8 months, we got this letter of intent. So, yes, it's been on the books for a while, but we've been waiting for the county to partner with us, and they have done nothing. Zero. Zip, nada, nothing to come forward. They kept dragging their feet, pushing it off. So we went over their head, went to the state, it's done, and it's going to be approved by next year.
So the county is costing taxpayer dollars. Thank you.
All right. So Committeeman Lipani, I really hope, and I'm confident, because I was not on the dais in 2018, but I am, I really hope that the township partnered proactively with the county and didn't just kind of maybe go out and buy the property and then hope that the county was going to save the day, because they save our bacon quite a bit.
So this land has been on the master plan from the county to acquire when I was on the planning board, the county planning board. When we approached to buy this land, we've talked to the commissioners. They were all for it. And I said, okay, we're going to get it, take it on the roll, because this is in their master plan to get this land. It's Paul Drake shared this with me when this happened. Right after that happened, we tried to start the process to get this farmland preservation with the county, and nothing happened. So, yes, we did try. Yes, we did contact them. Yes, they are fully aware of this land and the value of the master plan, and nothing happened. So I'm happy to make you understand where it came from.
And just further, because I was part of that negotiations, and the people that actually sold it to us said they had developers that wanted to pay over $30 million for that property, but they wanted to do the right thing in Hillsborough. They were long-time people that were here and living here, and that $14 million was probably less than half of what they probably could have received from a developer. And looking at what we're going to do now, when we look at this property that we can now preserve it, it's going to end up costing the township $0 when we're through the process.
Okay. Let's open up to public comment on 1 through 19. Anybody from the public who'd like to comment on 1 through 19, please come up.
Hi, Jody Green, 21 Bloomingdale Drive. I wanted to talk about Resolution 19, about signing on with the Jersey Strong Coastal Coalition. I took a look at their website, and all I see on there, they don't talk anything about shutting down any other types of energy. They just complain about the way it would look, really. But I do have this to say. Dirty fossil fuels are harming our communities. Our changing climate is creating stronger and more dangerous storms and putting our communities at risk of flooding, as seen just yesterday. The temperature of our ocean is rising, threatening marine life and coastal erosion, and our communities breathe some of the most polluted air in the nation. These problems will only worsen if we do not transition to 100% clean, renewable energy. Offshore wind is a clean, renewable energy source that will help fight the climate crisis, build our economy, and improve our families' health. New Jersey has the opportunity to be a pioneer in this effort and offer clean, affordable electricity to our state. With hundreds of miles of shoreline and strong wind flows in the Atlantic Ocean, New Jersey is perfectly positioned to build the nation's largest network of responsibly developed offshore wind projects that can provide renewable and reliable energy to power New Jersey homes, businesses, and the economy. Investing in offshore wind will create thousands of good-paying union jobs in New Jersey and has the potential to revitalize our communities and boost our ecotourism along the shore, all while providing us clean, renewable energy. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm also commenting on the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm also commenting
State your name and address. State your name and address for the record.
Catherine Marshall, 251 Gemini Drive, 3C. Basically, my understanding of this letter is that you're actually shutting down any possibility of wind. And I don't think that's the correct thing to do. There are actually no active wind projects at the moment anyway, but you're even just shutting down the possibility that even though there might be something more efficient and better in the future, you're just shutting it down completely. And I just think that's wrong. And frankly, earlier in this meeting, I heard the mention of, oh, we need to build out the infrastructure for EVs. The use of electricity is just going to go up and up and up. Everyone's talking about these AI data centers sucking up energy. And the mix we have now, it's gone up in price because we had to, I guess, go on this open market and bid for energy. We should be producing our own energy, clean energy, and wind can help meet that demand. It's been very successful all up and down the East Coast. It could be very successful in New Jersey. So I don't like the idea of shutting down the option completely. I just don't think we should be signing anything that says don't do it at all, ever. It's just not right as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to clarify that there are 2 active wind farms in the state of New Jersey right now.
David Brook, and since we're on the topic of, I guess it's the Jersey Strong, I find it interesting that we're blaming the boogeyman out there for the fact that electricity went up. It has nothing to do with wind energy, and I'm curious who wrote this thing and who reviewed it, because who reviewed it for facts, because it isn't factual, and you're either being misled or you're trying to mislead the public. Wind turbines have nothing to do with this resolution. And I guess my question is, what are you doing here? To me, this resolution is a joke, and I must admit that everyone's laughing at it. It reminds me when Sarah Palin, who lived in Alaska, stated she could see Russia from her house. Can any of you see the ocean from Hillsborough? I don't think so. And I think you've overstepped the bounds of absurdity here and your elected responsibilities. You state you want to protect coastal resources. This has nothing to do with that. It has to do with apparently promoting nuclear power or some other thing. If you want to really protect the shore communities, you should be endorsing all technologies, including wind energy, that reduce our dependence, as was mentioned before, on fossil fuels. Look, climate change is causing the rise in sea levels and the actual destruction of our coastline. Coastal communities are being destroyed by the most recent powerful nor'easter. Storms like yesterday and hurricanes are getting stronger and more destructive, caused by the warming ocean and the atmosphere. Wind energy, I thought you would all agree, is one way to fight back to slow climate change brought on by continued consumption of fossil fuels. And you folks apparently are now tools of the fossil fuel industry if you go and support this thing. If you really want to protect the residents in Hillsborough and all residents in New Jersey, you should be endorsing all clean energy technologies that reduce our use of fossil fuels, and not by signing on to support some dubious group that doesn't like wind turbines. You also should do your homework as to who runs this group and their own compliance with the law. For example, they're a registered charity in New Jersey. They're listed as non-compliant by the New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs for failing to provide annual registrations since 2021. You support this group, a group that's not compliant with the law, okay? They failed to file their federal tax returns for the years 2020 to 2024. Oh, you're supporting a group that is non-compliant with the IRS. They only filed one in 2024 to update some things. In addition, Charity Navigator, which monitors nonprofits, rated them with 2 stars out of 4, with a 61% rating, since they have failed to provide sufficient information as to their own accountability and their finance. So again, you're endorsing a group that is dubious and questionable. And do you even know who runs this organization? And shouldn't you know all that first before you go and act on some very strange resolution that nobody has talked about where it came from or who wrote it? Your credibility is on the line if you pass this resolution. Your credibility is on the line if you pass this resolution. So I would suggest you do more homework before you act, and maybe focus on addressing the myriad of problems that we have in Hillsborough first. After you fix everything here, then maybe you can look about how we want to generate electricity, or the cost of gas, or how the mix is, right? It's complex, and you're trying to make it sound so simple. And as it relates to electricity, I'm not paying for electricity because I have a solar system that generates what I need. And if we all went and did that, we wouldn't even be having a silly resolution like this. So my electric bill did not go up, Mr. Lapani, and I think people who have invested in renewables are also seeing that now. We all need to invest in renewables, and that's one of the ways that we are going to make Hillsborough, New Jersey, and this country a more sustainable place to live. Thank you. And I really would appreciate if somebody could explain where this resolution came from, and whether Mr. Willard, as your attorney, thoroughly reviewed it to identify whether in fact it is based on fact, or whether you're just taking some lobbyist from the industry and putting it into a resolution. Please don't do that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor on 1 through 19? All together.
1 through 19. 1 through 20, I'm sorry.
No, 19.
19? Okay. Sorry, I stand corrected.
No, well, for them it's all. Yeah.
I'd like to talk about item number 6, which is a 120-day option
Please state your name and address for the record.
Excuse me? Name and address. Judy Haas, Titus Court, Hillsborough. Resolution number 6, authorizing the mayor and township clerk to execute a 120-day option agreement with the State Agricultural Development Committee. Okay. So the purpose of this 120 days, in case anybody doesn't know that, is so that the SADC can conduct 2 appraisals. Oh my God, 2 appraisals on property in order to make an offer for an easement purchase based on the traditional valuation methodology. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what that number is. My belief, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, was that when you purchased the property, you had 1 appraisal. how many did you have? Okay, that's great. But the 30 some odd plus $1,000 an acre that you paid seemed very high to me at that time, which was actually 4 years ago in 2021, July 13th.
Are you in the real estate market? Are you an appraiser?
What's that?
Are you real estate market?
I can't hear you.
Committeeman Lapani, just let her finish her comments.
Okay, so the bottom line is we'll finally see what that property is worth 4 years later. And as far as the county is concerned, my experience with the county, not that I speak for them at all, is that when they have their own priority list of properties that they seek to purchase. And yes, this may have been attractive to them. And they also have a very robust staff that evaluates and weighs whether or not properties are worth pursuing. And they pursue property in a very, very professional way. So the fact that you went out and jumped the gun on them, not necessarily a good thing. But once again, the taxpayers of Hillsborough will get to live with that, to the tune of 4 years of debt service for 100% of the purchase price of a property that would be incapable of being developed for anything. So yes, it will be farm. The state will pay for a 50% easement at the price that they decide based on their 2 appraisals. So I'm very happy about that happening. And I'll give other people a chance to speak about other things before I come back on affordable
No, please,
housing.
if you can do 1 through 19.
Oh,
Please cover them,
one
cover
turn?
what you have, yeah.
Well, that's disappointing. For whatever it's worth, I've read all your documents, all your court papers on this thing. I have yet to see one document that claims that you have succeeded in reducing the 565 number, despite the fact that you claim that in this resolution that you seek to tell the people of Hillsborough the truth. I've also seen it on much of your campaign material, which is not appreciated. The bottom line is I've spent a lot of time on fair housing in my lifetime, and I'd like to just remind you where it came from. The Federal Fair Housing Act came in 1968 after 100 years post-Civil War of discrimination and discrimination of all sorts. We had discrimination in housing on the basis of race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, and disability. The U.S. law since 1968 passed 1 week after Martin Luther King was assassinated, and it was a response to a century of systemic policies and practices that had intentionally built segregated America. And whenever I see a resolution that is called resolution opposing New Jersey's current affordable housing compliance program and procedures of the Fair Housing Act, it occurs to me that if you're not in favor of a Fair Housing Act, you're in favor of an unfair housing situation. You haven't perhaps lived through restrictive covenants on deeds telling people that they couldn't sell their house to certain people, redlining, blockbusting, and exclusionary zoning, steering, okay? This legislation was supposed to stop all of that. And whenever I hear people saying, we don't want affordable housing in the town, what do you want, unaffordable housing? Seems like we have an awful lot of that in this town right now. So seriously, you need to take this seriously. Everybody else in the state has an obligation. They're doing their best to fulfill it. And I think Hillsborough should not be proud of itself for doing everything it can to stick a roadblock in a piece of legislation that was meant for every good purpose. So, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Just a point of clarification, the Federal Fair Housing Act has nothing to do with what's going on in New Jersey with regards to the affordable housing applications. Two different subjects.
Yeah.
David Brooke, I didn't realize we were doing all at once, so I would like to just mention the affordable housing resolution also. This proposed resolution, as I have renamed it, is, quote, the blame everyone except ourselves resolution. I think it's misdirected, and the public needs to know that the problem here is not the law, it's the failure of this, wait for it, Republican-led majority on this committee to accept your legal responsibilities to plan and construct affordable housing. This resolution and its over 18 complex whereas provisions is simply a means to deflect your own legal responsibilities in an effort to blame everyone else for what I would call an abysmal failure to follow the law and construct affordable housing. There is a problem here, and the problem is not the law. It is Mr. Lapani, Ms. Payne, Mr. Ciccarelli, and Mr. Britting. Each of you continue to fight a losing battle. We continue to lose at the state agencies. We continue to lose in court. And we, the residents, continue to lose as we foot the bill for your mistakes and see huge increases in our taxes caused by increased legal expenses and the overpopulation that's been caused by your formula that increases school-age children fourfold instead of just one. I get it. The best defense is a good offense. But your failure to properly explore more creative, viable ways to comply with the law is costing everyone in this township more and more money. You have lost each legal battle, and now you want to blame the state for a problem of your own creation. There's also now 12 legal challenges that were just brought against Hillsborough, and if I may say it this way, you have lied to the public about your resolution, apparently taking credit that you have lowered the mandated units from 565 to 223, when your own legal counsel, Mr. Bernstein, has stated to the court that it's not 223, but 383 units at a minimum. And by the way, that issue is still undecided by the courts, so it may ultimately stay with 565. So I don't believe anybody can take credit for a lower number when that number is hypothetical. I would suggest somebody saying to me about stop playing politics, I would suggest that you stop playing politics and start focusing on affordability in this township, since your tax increases are pricing everyone out of town. Humor is always good. I appreciate it.
That's adorable what you just did.
I also have to ask a silly question here. I also have to ask if you hate people who live in these affordable units. Because I look at least one of these developments. Why have you, not you personally, but the planning board with the consent of the committee, allowed overt discrimination like the M&M development behind the Kohl's and the Lowe's that are only building market rate housing there, where there are services that you can walk to for food, clothing, and building supplies, but then locating all the affordable units on Champlain Road across from the junkyard with no nearby services. One has to wonder what kind of decisions were made there. I would ask that you withdraw this proposed resolution, since I don't think it really has any legal authority or weight other than complaining about things, and that the four of you, all five too, should each really think about what your motives are here, and really try to focus on how to best protect the residents of Hillsborough. And I think you also need to think about refusing to accept this response. I should say, I will also ask that you need to accept responsibility for what I would call our continued failures to accept the responsibility to comply with the law. I really think that there's an opportunity to re-examine how this township goes forward with its affordable housing obligations. And I think the way you do that is you stop fighting and you start working with those who have better ideas and solutions. Since I've been here, that's the only thing that the township has been doing is fighting and losing. And I would prefer that we work with the agencies in the state and come up with some better ways, as other townships and towns and cities have done, to accomplish the objective in a way that still protects the taxpayers. I'm certainly available to answer any questions, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
So all 5 of us voted on the affordable housing and to lower the number. We, as a township, have been very compliant with the law and the timelines. So what you missed is the understanding that this is not about us. This is the state has now missed their timelines, and they have let things slip. Thanks.
I appreciate that.
You also might want to ask Mr. Volpe about the amount of children in the schools as well, too. Your facts are wrong there. We actually have less kids in our school system now.
200 less right now. Understood.
Right.
I agree with
And it's
you.
going down. So
But it's not going to be going
no.
down once
No, stop. You're okay. Go ahead. Keep going. So what else would you like to say?
Well, it's not going down when we could take the number 1, but we're multiplying it and making it 4. And so if the town were to look at building its own affordable housing, which other towns have done, yes, it requires an expenditure of money on our part. But the bottom line on that is, just like open space, it's an investment. You buy, you build, and you get back from the people who are buying. So it's not a loss. It could break even, or it could actually make money, and we end up with 1 unit, not 4. That's all I'm saying is we need to be more creative about how we're going about looking at this issue. And fighting, as you can see in places like the Middle East, never worked. And I'm saying there needs to be a more collaborative effort, not the least of which is the state's giving out, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they're giving out grants to the towns that they have found to be in compliance with the obligations. So they're helping those towns to build the housing financially.
They strip them of other funding and give them those grants. So let's not play the game. And sir, you had a number of facts that were incorrect this evening, and you had a nice prepared statement. And I know you do this to the planning board as well, too. This is your shtick. We all know that. And you come to this, and this is political for you, and this is fun. But yeah, you're mentioning the Democrat talking points and coming at the Republicans. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just be very frank about it. This is a political statement from you, and you don't like the fact that the assemblyman, assemblywoman, and the state senator are called out in this because they're the ones that actually have the ability to make the decisions here to help us, and they haven't said a word about it. They haven't said a word about it. They haven't. Mayor, have they reached out to you to help you think about this at all, or the planning department? No, of course not. Of course not. Of course they haven't. Of course they haven't. This is all political. When you talk and you get mad, someone interrupts you, you get annoyed, right? So.
All of you interrupt me.
I
Go
don't,
ahead.
I don't interrupt you.
You don't. I'm sorry. The other.
I do not interrupt
Go
you.
right ahead. Go right ahead.
So, sir, with that, I lost the train of thought at the end there, but in the end, sir, this is obviously political for you, and I know you've been preparing this for a while. So I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend writing this out.
I appreciate the fact that you believe that I like these meetings. Actually, I really don't. I appreciate the fact that you folks are putting in time and doing things, to help the township.
How about the volunteers you just crushed in public?
We don't want
That was brutal. No, you should be embarrassed by that. I'm just going to make that very clear.
I'm not embarrassed. An
That was
individual
brutal.
who had an opportunity to do the right thing didn't.
But that was brutal.
Okay?
His children were there.
Isn't this the month of civility? Didn't we just talk about this
Yeah,
earlier?
I was the one that attacked the guy. No, don't talk down to me. He talked down to a man in front of his children for no reason. So, all right, but you also came up and said that we weren't being factual,
Right.
and you weren't factual in your statement that was prepared, written out right there.
And what are you saying was not factual?
Ms. Payne, the deputy mayor just corrected you. Also, the amount of children in the schools is less, not more. You've made numerous statements to bloviate the situation and make it more than what it is.
Let's try it slightly differently. What is the value of this resolution as opposed to going back and trying to work with people to get solutions? All you're doing is
To get
complaining.
the state to act.
And
The
do
state
you
is not
honestly
acting.
think you are going to get the state to act because you're sending a resolution? Honestly, good luck on that. I think you get the state to act by sitting down with the individuals who are the decision makers and work with them. You don't write briefs to tell the state that you think they're terrible, okay? You don't write briefs that don't have legal support.
I mean, we can't read the whole thing again, but obviously you missed it. It's fine.
Let him finish his statements.
What I'm saying is I think there are ways to solve problems, and I think you need to think about other ways of addressing the affordable housing issue other than fighting all the time. We now have 12 of these challenges that are only going to consume more and more time and money, and ultimately we will likely not succeed because of the state. You can't ignore the state. You have to work with the state. And as far as politics, I'm not interested in politics. I'm interested in solutions, okay? Maybe next year I'll be interested in politics.
Sure. That will be fun.
Anybody else from the public on 1 through 19? Seeing none, do we close public or? Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Yes.
Read the
We have comments submitted via online that are going to be read into the record
Yes, these
regarding 19?
Yes, all regarding 19.
All right, how about it?
Alejandro Meseguer, 254 Newport Way, Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey. He submitted a link to an op-ed piece entitled "New Jersey's Next Governor Must Double Down on Clean Energy," and added the following comments. In the face of growing global climate risks and a recession coupled with an energy affordability crisis in New Jersey, all barriers that might slow the transition to a clean energy economy must be removed. Despite current federal policies, the benefits of continuing the upward clean energy trajectory are clear. Now more than ever, we need wind power to supply clean, renewable electricity. He also submitted a second comment, same Alex, it says Alex instead of Alejandro, but same address, same email address. Little Egg Harbor. The good news is that we are well on our way. Solar, wind, and battery storage together accounted for 93% of power capacity added to the U.S. grid last year. Just before President Donald Trump's second inauguration in January, U.S. Department of Energy records revealed that nearly 3/4 of clean energy investments under the Inflation Reduction Act, $217 billion of clean energy investments, or 1,091 per person, were slated for red states. In addition, $79 billion, or $559 per person, were earmarked for blue states. Lois Kastrovitz, 20 Pineview Court, Monroe Township, New Jersey, stated, "I implore the town council to reject the proposal to ban offshore wind projects in New Jersey in light of recent electricity rate increases and the exploding demand for electricity due to the increase in data centers. Renewable energy from the sources such as wind and solar are not only cheaper in the long run, but are quicker to install. Thus, the positive economic effects are realized sooner. Renewable energy sources are a win for the New Jersey residents. There can be no denying that. Thank you." Denise Brush, 243 Booth Bay Court, Sewell, New Jersey. "I urge you to vote no on the resolution opposing offshore wind and refrain from joining the New Jersey Strong Coalition. The New Jersey Strong Coalition is feeding lies about offshore wind. Hillsborough is 26 miles from the Jersey Shore. Offshore wind farms will not be visible from the coast, let alone in Hillsborough. There will be no impact to marine mammals or to tourism. The mayor of Perth Amboy is on board with the plan to bring in the electricity generated by the turbines into the grid through his municipality. The truth is that offshore wind will benefit Hillsborough residents by providing clean energy and keeping our electric distribution companies from raising our electric rates even further." Michelle Peel, 5 Wyckoff Way, Hillsborough, New Jersey. "Dear council members, I am writing to express my strong opposition to the proposed resolution against offshore wind energy. Offshore wind is critical to New Jersey's clean energy future and to our efforts to combat climate change. Our state is already experiencing the devastating effects of a warming planet, extreme heat, flooding, and storms that threaten our homes, economy, and quality of life. We cannot afford to turn away from real solutions. Clean, renewable energy is not only vital to reducing harmful carbon emissions, it's also the most affordable form of new energy available today. Offshore wind offers long-term economic and public health benefits for our communities. It will create good-paying local jobs, strengthen our economy through investment in ports and coastal infrastructure, and generate stable, low-cost energy that reduces our reliance on volatile fossil fuel markets. Just as importantly, offshore wind helps clean our air by reducing pollution from oil and gas, which contributes to asthma, heart disease, and other respiratory illnesses. By supporting offshore wind, we are protecting both our environment and the health of our residents, particularly children and seniors. I urge the Council to reject this resolution and instead stand on the side of science, progress, and clean energy. Offshore wind represents a smart investment in New Jersey's future, one that ensures cleaner air, a strong economy, and more stable climate for generations to come. Ann O. Poole, 204 West State Street, Trenton. These comments are on behalf of the New Jersey Environmental Lobby, a 50-plus-year-old organization that advocates for the protection of New Jersey's natural resources and public health. They are submitted by the President of the Board of Directors. Opponents of wind farms, many funded by oil and gas interests, have made specious claims about marine mammal deaths, electromagnetic fields, the use of diesel fuels and lubricants, and views of turbines that will not be visible from the shore. Years of operation in Europe and years of independent marine research have found no evidence that wind farms adversely affect marine life. The foundations of monopoles actually become hosts of reefs that fish need. As each of these claims was debunked, politicians moved on to blame OSW projects for high electricity rates. The fact is that no charges for OSW projects are included in ratepayers' bills. All these claims are fabrications. What is not a fabrication is the effect of burning fossil fuels on the atmosphere and marine and fresh waters. It is supported by science. The warming ocean is producing sea level rise and more violent storms that are damaging property and raising insurance costs for residents, businesses, and local governments. Contrary to claims that OSW development is an economic burden on the state, project developers have invested millions of dollars in research and ongoing ocean monitoring environmental centers, supporting job training programs, and providing small business participation. A new industry for manufacturing the components and shipping them from New Jersey ports was developed. Not just jobs, but technical careers were also offered, and thousands of construction and continuing technical jobs were in New Jersey's future. NJEL urges the Hillsborough Township Committee to reject the short-sighted resolution opposing offshore wind energy development. That's all.
Okay. No, thank you. Okay. So, a couple of closing thoughts. We'll see if we take any of these separately. 18 and 19. 18 and 19? Okay.
Motion to take
So
18 and 19.
Yeah, hold on.
We need that. If somebody wants to take it separately. All right,
18, 19?
Is there a motion to move the rest?
Yeah. Couple things on the statements that were just made, and I read. So, we don't blame offshore wind on high electricity rates. We don't oppose offshore wind. We don't oppose solar and other clean energies. In fact, the solar field we're trying to get on county-owned land will put the town on the map in the state. We don't oppose other clean energies and technologies for clean energy. We welcome the jobs and everything it brings. But earned value, EV, wrong acronym, electric vehicles, data centers, everything that's increasing demand on electricity at a time when the current policies have reduced supply is just straight up bad economics. And we're feeling it in our pocketbooks, we're seeing it in our electric bills. So we're doing this because it is an affordability issue. With policies coming out of Trenton on energy, and let's expand it since we did earlier, on school funding, that have hurt the residents of Hillsborough. So this is focused on the policy, the way it's been implemented, and that's it. We don't oppose everything that's been talked about. I've worked on offshore wind projects. We've built them up near Boston. We've worked on onshore wind projects and giants and solar plants all over the globe. So I understand the technologies, the purpose of clean energy, and how it's used and how it's developed. And so that at least closes my commentary on what was brought in by the internet. So we have a motion to take just 1 through 17. Motion and
Was there
Sec-
anything else
motion-
that anyone wanted separate?
anything else? Thank you.
Was there anything else
Was
that
there anything
anyone
else
wanted
wanted
separate?
separately?
Just 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
So 1 through 17.
Okay, so a motion and a second to vote on 1 through 17.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call? So the roll call is for approval,
1 through
right?
17.
Yeah, yes.
Committeeman Brading.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lafani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Chicarelli.
Yes. So we'll do 18 and 19 separately, each
Correct.
among themselves.
Yes.
So 18, the affordable housing
Motion to approve.
motion to approve and a second.
Second.
You guys getting tired?
Nope.
Yes.
No?
I had my Celsius. I knew it was going to be long.
All right. Any roll
Just
call?
vote. Roll.
Well, Committeeman Brading.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
It was on
sorry.
18
It was
only.
18.
18 only.
Yeah, but I wanted to make so I'll make my comment. So I think it is.
We already
We already had all the comments.
I know, but I just remembered my question, or my comment, so I'm going to make it now. So I think it is unethical at best and likely non-compliant with the law that we would be asking legislators to comment on something that is really being decided in the courts right now. So this is not a settled issue. There is information out there. We were given 565. We proposed 223. There is paperwork right now in the courts with Bernstein giving a 383 number. So this was a tremendous amount of finger pointing. I don't know why 18 is coming up right now, unless this is just like some sort of a last minute, Hail Mary before the election. I'm not sure why else it would be coming up. So I would vote no on 18.
Did we get Committeeman Brading's vote?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Committeeman Lafani.
Shocking that she would oppose it. Before I say yes, I mean, obviously, again, I've been in the room with the meetings and you haven't, that the inner workings of the program is not working. It is being kicked down the road, and it is being, not just for Hillsborough, all the municipalities, a tedious, expensive process. So this resolution is just that, to say it's not working. Maybe you can give us some help. So that's a yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Chicarelli.
Yes. If you thought I got a little worked up here, you should have seen me on the phone this afternoon. Oh, yeah. Consent agenda item 19, a motion and a second for that, please.
I would
Motion
like
to
to-
approve 19 separate.
Yeah.
No, we already did. So
Oh,
just
sorry,
say-
I'm sorry.
So moved.
Motion to approve, rather.
I would make a motion to table this item. And the reason being, I'll give my reasoning so folks can consider seconding, is this is a really complicated issue. There's a tremendous amount of information, and I think before we as a township take any sort of side, trying to support some group that we really don't know anything about. I found the information from our resident that he shared tonight around Jersey Strong Coastal Coalition disturbing. So I would say we should table this, and we should invite folks from different sides of that argument to come present at the township so that we can make an informed decision. I have no idea why we would just, we've not discussed this at all. It kind of came out of nowhere, and I am not comfortable supporting it. So I don't think anyone on this dais knows enough about it. So I am making a motion to table this item.
Do we hear a second?
Shocking.
Mm-hmm.
So we are on with,
You need a
We have
motion
to
and a
vote.
second to
Yeah,
approve
we
it.
gotta
and
vote.
then-
Did we get a motion in a second? I asked for one, but then we got the
interrupted.
other
I'm not
motion.
really sure.
Got
We just- yeah,
All right.
we just-
So a
Again.
motion and a second for 19.
Motion to approve 19.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Committeeman Britting.
For all the reasons that the mayor stated earlier, yes, well articulated, sir.
Committeewoman Hand.
This should be tabled. I would vote no.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Thank you for bringing it to the dais, actually, instead of just signing it on your own, as you had every right to. So I appreciate that, yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes, thank you. Let's see.
And really, as a chosen member amongst us, I think we all need to remember the mayor is not elected. The mayor, the 5 of us are elected. The mayor is chosen by the 5 people up here. So the fact that you would sign anything on your own, make up positions on your own, is highly disturbing and probably an abuse of power. So thank you for bringing it to the township to allow us to vote on it and not sign it on your own.
You're welcome. Public hearings, 2025-13, ordinance amending Chapter 166, Fire Prevention, Section 166-4, definitions, Section 166-13, additional required inspections and fees of the Code of the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, and adding a new section, lithium-ion batteries and electronic mobility devices, to this chapter of the Township Code. May I have a motion and a second to open the public hearing for ordinance 2025-13?
I would like to open the public hearing.
Seconded.
Okay, roll call.
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes, the hearing is open. Any comments from the dais on this matter?
I would like to make a comment. So a couple weeks ago, we had this come up, and I think that it just shows the proactivity, if that's a word, for our fire chief, for what he's doing to look out for the town, in addition to moving us forward when the state is stuck. And I appreciate Chief Winiger's foresight, guidance, and expertise in this area to move this on.
All right, thank you. Should we just open it to comments from the floor?
If nobody else has anything, I mean,
Anybody else on the dais wrap it up, or to wrap up here? All right, how about comments from the floor? Seeing none, may I have a motion and a second to close and adopt ordinance 2025-13?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes. 2025-14, ordinance amending Chapter 169, Fire Zones, Section 169-5, Fire Zones Designated of the Code of the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, to add additional designated fire zones. May I have a motion and a second to open the public hearing for ordinance 2025-14?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes. Any comments from the dais on this ordinance?
Yes, so once again, Chief Winiger took it upon himself to elicit Hillsborough to the top of the list for safety and concerns that the state, again, was stuck on, and will not be moving forward with until 2026. And I, again, appreciate his foresight, guidance, and competency in this area.
This is for the new developments,
Zone,
yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Any other comments from the dais? Not, how about comments from the floor? 2025-14. Seeing none, may I have a motion and a second to close and adopt ordinance 2025-14?
I'll make a motion.
So moved. Second. Sorry.
A roll call?
Committeeman Britting.
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand.
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne.
Yes.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes. Thank you. Introduction of new ordinances, an ordinance granting, this is 2025-15, an ordinance granting renewal of municipal consent to Comcast of Central Jersey, of Central New Jersey 2 LLC to construct, connect, operate, and maintain a cable television and communication system in the Township of Hillsborough, Somerset County, New Jersey. Further consideration and public hearing on November 25th, 2025. May I have a motion and a second to introduce ordinance 2025-15?
So moved.
Roll call?
Second, sorry. That was, my mic was on.
Committeeman Britting?
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand?
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne?
Yep.
Mayor Chicarelli?
Yes. We're going to look at that. Claims list. May I have a motion and a second to approve Claims List 2025-16?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any comments from the dais on the claims list? Being none. Any comments from the floor on the claims list? Seeing none, can I get a roll call?
Committeeman Britting?
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand?
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne?
Yes.
Mayor Chicarelli?
Yes. New business, none. Public comments for matters not on the agenda. Ms. Brake, please read the statement regarding public comment.
The Township Committee welcomes input from the public. Please state your name and address and spell your name for the record. You will be given 1 3-minute allotment for your comments. Please understand that this public forum is not structured as a question and answer session. Comments are to be addressed to the mayor. Again, please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Any public comments for matters not on the agenda?
Okay. Let's go. Close it. Close it.
He's not paying attention.
Okay.
All right. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Committeeman Britting?
Yes.
Committeewoman Hand?
Yes.
Committeeman Lapani?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Payne?
Yes.
Mayor Chicarelli?
Yes. 10 something.
47.
Thank you. Happy Halloween, Diwali,
Oh, this one's wrong.
trick or treat.
Thank you, sir. Have a good
Thanks,
night.
Steve.